Good morning again, everyone. This is a continuation from the surface area video that we talked a little bit about, surface area of a rectangle or a prism. This little snippet will be about the surface area of a cylinder. How do we find the surface area of a cylinder? Okay, so surface area of a cylinder equals 2 times pi, which is 3.14, times the radius times the height. Now, what you may ask is, well, what's the radius? The radius of a circle is going to be halfway from the center of the circle to the outer edge. That would be the radius. So as we're calculating that, you need to make sure that you understand the diameter or the circumference versus the radius. The radius is from the center point, and it's only half of the circumference or the diameter across. So, as we calculate surface area, we are going to have to calculate the surface area of the outside of the cylinder. If you had a can of soda and you were to cut it, and you cut the top off, you cut the bottom off, and you laid out the rest of the can flat, what is the surface area of that? Well, that would be 2 times pi, 3.14, times the radius times the height. So the radius times the height. Keep that in mind. You then have to calculate, well, how much surface area is on the top of the can of soda and how much is on the bottom of the can of soda. Okay, so that's why we have 2 times. Now, we're going 2 times pi times r squared. And that will give you the surface area of the top and bottom. So if the radius was 3, okay, 2 times pi times radius squared, which would be 3 squared. 2 times 3.14 times 3 squared is what? 9. 3 times 3 is 9. And that would give us the surface area of the top and the bottom. It's 2 times because there's a top and a bottom. If you just did it once, it would only be the surface area of the bottom of that cylinder. So, pretend you're cutting the can, you're unfolding it, you take the top and the bottom off to find what the surface area of the around the can is. If you laid it out flat, 2 times pi times radius times height, and the height is the distance of the can after you cut the tops off, and then find the cylinder, the top and the bottom. You add 2 times pi r squared. Hopefully you understand that. It's in your notes, it's in your reference material. Please look back on that. It's very simple. Plug in the numbers, work on the worksheet. All you do is plug in the numbers. 2 times pi times r times height plus 2 times pi r squared will give you the surface area of a cylinder. If you have any questions, please reach out. You can email me, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions.